Yes.
Okay.
I hope you're recording it too.
Yes, I've started recording. So I don't know. Probably you pay attention because this part is GUI aspects. You know we say we are using Ticking Town. So
Okay.
first thing first, I would have suggest you code along. Since you don't normally code along, no problem. But you after the code, after this class, try and install this into your system. I mean the Ticking Town. So you
Okay.
you open your terminal. This is what we call terminal in programming. This part, that part that your application was running is what we call terminal. All right.
Okay.
So because the module is not part of the Python when it was installed. So when the module is not part of Python when it was installed, you have to install it on your own because of your work.
Okay.
And if you are
Okay.
installing module in Python, let me write the code. It's pipe words pipe install. It's pipe words pipe install. If you are using VS Code on the terminal, you run pipe install. So pipe install your module words, your module name. Okay,
Okay.
pipe install your module name. Remember, we want to use Ticking Town. That will be pipe install, pipe install. So the module abbreviation name for Ticking Town is TK. So pipe install what? TK. So what is the meaning of pipe? Pipe means Python integrated packages. Python integrated packages. Do you understand? So when the module is not in your
Mm-hmm.
Python, you use pipe install the module what name. Now you can also use Anaconda. Anaconda is another ID. I don't know if you have heard about it. Anaconda is another
I've heard about, yes.
ID we use for Python programming. Okay, you can use Anaconda for data science, for artificial intelligence, for data analysis. You can use it even for this GUI stuff. But if you are in Anaconda environment, for Anaconda environment, so what you will type on your terminal is conda words install. You are not using pipe again. All right, you are using conda install, then what, the module words, the module name.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what you use. This is for, this one is for something like VS Code. Hope
Yes,
you know
good.
there's another ID called PyCharm. PyCharm is an ID that is built mainly for Python. So you can also use one for
Yes, yes,
PyCharm
I
also.
know.
Then this one is for Anaconda. Okay, for Anaconda
Anaconda.
environment, you use conda install your module name. Is that okay? So I've already installed
Yes,
it. So what I was supposed to run pipe words install, pipe install words. I'll type tk. So make sure as you are running pipe install tk, or you are installing your module, ensure you are on the internet. Your system is internet what enabled. Okay, so let me
good.
comment this out. So you see that this thing we try to install now, but since I already have it, it will tell me that my system already satisfied it. All right. So what they did actually was that they have upgraded my own. They've upgraded
Okay.
what I have initially there, because I actually run a ticket and stuff initially and it works. So they've upgraded it to the latest version. So they say to update I should run this particular code. So I should run pipe install words upgrade. So you can just copy it, come to your environment, paste it there. Pipe install words upgrade. It's just to upgrade
Good.
my pipe so that it will now be using the existing environment. All right. All right. Since we are ready now, I will not. My code is not going to be running on the terminal again. No, it's going to be running on the GUI. So the first thing is, how do you bring in Python GUI how do you load Python GUI? Today I saw there is a library that is it a library now, a software that you can install on your system. You just be doing GUI drag and drop, just like you do Visual Studio. Visual Studio, just be doing drag and drop. Then I think you also do it in Java, drag and drop. So Python now have drag and drop for GUI. Okay, but the GUI that we are looking at right now
Mhm.
using Tickintown, we want to be using code. We'll code it out. Okay, if it's too difficult, I will advise you, probably I will send the video to you using that GUI, but I will advise you to start with something that is difficult, because you don't know where you find yourself tomorrow before you start using simpler softwares.
Once. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
so the first thing, how do I bring it? Import. Remember we talked about import last class, that anytime you are importing any
Yeah,
module,
module.
yeah,
Yes.
you bring it into your environment. So I'm going to import Tickintown method number one. So the next thing that you are going to do for your Tickintown, you render it into a master, or you render it into your window. So what I mean master, it can is a variable actually. So you know when we say variable, it can be anything, right? So if I say
Yes, sir.
master equals to Tickintown dot tk, all right, we're just trying to initialize our environment. Then the next thing that we have to pass is master dot main loop. These are the basic important code you need to launch your GUI. So if I launch this program, you will see what I have. This is what they call GUI. I can see a box. Can you see a box coming up on my screen?
Yes, yes, I can.
So this is what they call GUI. You can see. So I can increase the size. So if I want to increase the size, it's just for me to say master. That's why we call it. I said it's a variable, master.geometry. So I'm going to give it, let's say I give it something like 500 by 700. 500 by this is multiplication by 700. If I
Mhm.
run this program again, 500 by 700, it should be inside a quote. If I run this program again, you can see that it's bigger than before. Are you
You
seeing
can,
it?
yeah.
It's bigger than before. Now you can see on top here you are seeing TK. You can change the name to your application. So how do you change the name to your application? You can just come here. The method is master is now your variable, master.configure or master.configure or master.title, sorry, master.title. So the title of my application, let's say introduction, or let's say main page. So if I launch it now, what you are going to see there, instead of that ticket there, you see main page. Are you seeing it here? Main page. Okay.
Yes.
So the next thing I'm going to do, let me give this thing 600, because it seems it's going out. Why is it coming out now? 700 by 500, 400 by 500. All right, this is what I have. Okay, then let's say for example, please, anytime you type your code and you launch it, you have to close it back. Okay, so let's say
Okay.
I want to change the background color. The background color, I can just say master dot configure, master dot what configure. I can say bg means background, or you spell it out. Me, I don't use to spell it out. Background equals to what? Pink. So if I save this, launch it now, launch it. Are you see now? I'm now having a pink what background. All right. So you can also use your hexadecimal code. Hexadecimal code is when you have hashtag. When you have hashtag. Oh, where's my hashtag here now? God. When I have hashtag here, yeah. When you have hashtag, let's say I have hashtag 40FF DC. I don't know what this color will be. You can see this is the color. So if I launch this, you see the color it will change to this. Do you understand?
Yep.
Who is this person? Who is this one? No can't.
He said he can't hear you, Oliver.
So, all right. Now, the next thing we need to also look at now is this. Uh, if you look at this application coming up, what do you observe that it can be maximized? All right, it can be maximized. You can reduce it. You can increase it. You can even minimize it. You can bring it back to what to life based on what you want. All right. So because of time, I wanted to introduce you to the other method. Let me just introduce you to the other method. So I'm going to comment this one out. Let me start method one on top. So let's comment this one out. So let's look at method 2. Because method 2 is mostly common in applications. So for method 2, this is all you're going to see. You're going to use name alias from Tkintan. From Tkintan, import asterisk. Remember we did something like this last class where we were talking about if you want to import some things from a module, you use from the module name import.
Yes.
Right? So we are importing Tkintan. Anytime you are seeing asterisk in programming language or any like SQL language, asterisk is all. So what this asterisk means that I'm importing everything that is inside what Tkintan. Do you understand? Everything, all the modules, all the library, all the widgets, everything. I'm importing it inside what Tkintan. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do now, remember I said you have to get your master. So let me use another variable here called top. Top equals to, I can just say, if I'm using this method, I can just say tk. So this method also you should use what tk direct. So the next thing I'm going to do here is tk top dot what top dot main loop. So if I launch this program, I will have a GUI showing. This is GUI showing. All right. So I can bring everything that I have here. All those things that I have here, I can also use it. But this time around, I'll just be changing that variable from master to what to top. So comment it out. So this one now, this one will become top. So this one will also become top. This one will also become what top. So I have something like this. If I still run it, I'll still be in a very, very good shape. Are you seeing it? Everything is still common. This is another method though. This is another method. Now when this thing launch, you notice that it's not appearing at the middle of my screen. It's at the other side. This side is bigger than this other side. So how do I make it to appear at the middle of my screen? It's for you to come here, you pass a plus here. So if I said okay with 300, then this other one should be plus what? 0. So you see where this thing is going to launch from now. Are you seeing it now? I think it's appearing at the middle of my screen and it's at the edge. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, let's now be bringing our what will be all those things that people will type, people will click a button, uh, people people will fill a form, all those things that they normally do in application. You fill a form, all those stuff. So let's try and build something. So what I'm going to do is, for me to bring a widget into my environment, is going to use my variable name is top, right? I will say label, right? Let's me call it a variable name. Let's say abl1. abl1 equals to label. What's my master? My master here is what? Top, Abby. This is what they say you should do. The first thing you pass, if you are
Mm.
bringing a widget, you must put your what? Your master. Then the second thing is the text you want it to carry. The text I want you to carry is main, or let's just build something like a sign up application. Sign up, sign up what page. All right. So the next thing I'm going to pass, all these things I'm passing here, they call it option. That's why I gave you that link to try and read something before the class. So sign up page. So the next thing
Okay.
I'm going to pass here, the font that I want to use. So the font that I want to use here is this. I want to use using a methods kind of way of doing it. Or let me just do it this way. I'm using a font of, hope you know that Vedana is a font name. Time New Roman is a font name. Area is a
Okay.
font name.
First
Okay.
name, yeah.
Microsoft Sans Serif is a font name. So I have something like this. Then the next thing I want to have here, let's say the size of the font. Then the next thing, the last thing I want to have is the, if I want it to be bold or not. So what I just need to do in this case, or let me just use size. Then the next thing I'm going to do here again is this. Still inside that bracket. The color I want to make my font to be like, I want my color. If you see foreground means the text color. Okay. BG means the color of the widget on the background. So let's say the foreground color, we are making it black. Well, let's use the hexadecimal word black. Hexadecimal black is 000000. Okay. Then we are using the background color, which we call background abi. Let's say we are using the same color that we have here for our background. I'm using this color. So see something. So when I save this now, Python has what we call Tkinter has what we call geometry. There are three kind of geometry. Let me just type it here. Types of what geometry. I'll comment it out later. Okay. Types of. This class may not spend too long because I can just do the class of 1 hour or so that you go through, because I know it's a new thing. Types of geometry. Are you even with me? Hello?
I'm with you, yes.
Okay.
I'm
Types.
here.
Okay. Type of geometry. We have three type of geometry. The first one we have is the park geometry. We have park geometry. I'm going to explain what geometry is in the first place. We have park geometry. The other one we have grid geometry. Then the last one that we have grid geometry as well. So the last one we have is the place word geometry. I'm a fan of place geometry because it's very easy and straightforward. You also appreciate it when we get there. Place geometry. Alright, so what is geometry? Geometry is just the way widget is placed. Do you get it? The way widgets appear on your application is what we call geometry. Do you understand now? Now, if I try to run this particular program, that label widget that I created is not still going to show. Do you know why it's not showing? Because I've actually not what geometry it. So if I decide to now say, okay, let me geometry it now, what's my variable name? My variable name is label what? Ebia1, Abby. Ebia1
Mm-hmm.
dot pack. I'm using the first one, dot pack. If I pass this method here and I run it, this is a method, and I run my application. Are you seeing it here now? This is what we have, the sign up word page, which is coming from what? From here. Okay, well, I said I want to show you how to bold it. Let me pass this in inside the brackets. Right, let me pass this inside the bracket, so that I will now use that bracket to undo it. You are good. So this one, Vedana, fine. So what I will just pass here, I will put a comma, then I will just pass a bold here. So I'll pass a bold here. So if you run this application again, that text will be thick. Are you seeing it? So this is what is going on here. This part is what make it what bold. Do you understand? Uh, on the
Of the font, the size and bold.
yes, yes, that's what's responsible for this. So let's
What does
say
this what
yes,
does this pack? This pack is
this pack. Yeah, this pack here is what make it
yes.
to appear. Remember I said they will have three type of geometry. I said pack, grid, and what?
Grid.
Place.
Okay, and
So
place.
this
Okay,
pack
okay.
now is a method. That's what I'm using. I'm explaining pack first. Before I'll come into grid, then
Okay.
we'll build application with place. Are you good? Are you
Yes,
okay?
sir.
All right. So the this thing is that they have option that you can put underline, but it's just that this underline cannot cover everything. Okay. If I say underline 5 to go to the fifth letter and what underscore it. Look at it. If you count it from here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put underscore, it's just a special way of making your application look different from others. Are you good? All
Yes, sir.
right. Now, since this pack geometry has 4 dimension, we have either you are siding it to the top, or you are siding it to the left, or you are siding it to the right, or you are siding it to the bottom. So the reason why you are saying that is just placed on top, sorry, is placed on top like this because by default, this is the default appearance. This is actually the default appearance. That's what you're saying. Let's say I want to bring it to this part. I'll just come here and say it and say side. Where is it? I'll put my side here. Then I'll call what I want to call. Let's say I want to pass it to the left. So if I save it and I run, you see that it will appear at the left hand. Are you getting it? If I want it to be here, just for me to put it
Mm.
what? Right. If I want it to be at the bottom, just for me to put it at the what? At the bottom. Am I communicating at all?
Yes, yes,
So
sir.
bottom. So I'll just pass bottom here. So it's got me down. Okay. So, but let's leave it at the top. Let's leave it at the top. So I'll just put up here. So if you do like that, it will place at the top. Remember I said this is the defaults. Then you notice that the
Mm.
thing is at the edge. Let's say you want to have a space on top. What we call it in geometry is called uh, pad. So if I say pad y, yes, I have access to it. Pad y, that's a vertical display 20. See what I'm going to have, run it. I see that there's a space between here and here. It's not kissing it like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that's what the pad y word does. Pad y is to give a vertical word space. Do you understand? So we also have another one here called pad x. Pad x is to give horizontal word space. Is that okay? So this widget that I just brought into this environment, you can see what I call the label. So Tkintown has a label what? It has a label what widget. Do you understand? It has a label.
Mm.
It has a label widget. So the other widgets, let's continue. So since we now have idea of label widget, please, I'll have to copy this code because I want to get something which is also a widget also. Uh, but I'm going to change variable to label what ABL2. So this one will become what ABL what 2. So this one I'm going to call it full name. So you have to enter your full name here. So now this Verdana, now I don't want it to be bold. It can be bold, but the font size should be what? Should be like 10. Background color top. So if I run this application, you go to see another label. Are you seeing it? But because of this pad 20, so let's remove it so that it will go up. So if I save it and I run it, this is what I have. Are you with me? Full words, full name,
Yes, sir.
full name. So now that's that about the label widget. Let's look at another widget again. So let me just comment it out. Uh, label what? Let me just put something on
Label
top so that you get it.
widget.
Label widget.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So let's look at another widget again. The widget we are looking at again is the entry words. Entry words widget. What is entry widget? You are filling a form. That place that you type your name. Like this type of application now that is saying full name. What you should be expecting is a box so that somebody can enter their name. All right, that's
Yes.
kind of symbol. That kind of symbol is all called, or object is all called widgets in Tkintown. All right, and the widget that does that, there are two of them. I'm going to explain that to you. We have the entry widget, and the other one is called the what? The text words widget. So, but let's start with the entry widget first. So remember, since it's a text I want to type, Lord, entry, I can say ent. You know, this is a variable. Ent1 equals to,
Mm-hmm.
I'll call my widget name, which is the word the entry. Then my master is what is top, right? You must call your master. So one thing about this guy is,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to call width. I'll give it a width of 50. I'll give it a width of 50. So I'll just place it because he's not carrying any label. I can just say ent1 dot pack, since we are using pack, Abby, the pack. Remember I said if you pass a pack method like this without anything inside, it's going to be placed on what? On top. So if you run this application now, you are going to
Mm-hmm.
see something here. So you can type your name, Mike. Are you seeing it? Mike Emmanuel. Mike Emmanuel.
Okay.
So this is what we are having now. Do you have any question?
No, 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 no. Just.
So now you can see that there's a tick space here. There's a property for that.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn the relief. All right, you can turn the relief of this thing to be flat. So you can just call flat here. I think I should have access to flats. I just hope this one will work, but it should work. Turn the relief towards to flats. Are you seeing that there's no space inside again? It's now, there's no border on it again. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, so the next thing
Flat.
again is that.
No, no, no. It's okay. Continue.
So the next thing again I want to actually show, please, I'm going to copy this guy again, other label, but this time around let's call it ABL word 3, Abby. ABL 3, so that it will be
Mm.
different from the other one. ABL word 3. So this one, what we actually get for this one, let's get something like email, email address.
Mm.
Abby. So let's say username, since it's a sign-in application. Username, All right. So 3.park. So the person we have to enter his or her what username. So I need uh, the entry widget, Abby, to accept the username.
Mm.
So I'm going to pass this entry widget. So this one will become ent what 2, Abby, to be different from the other one.
Yes. Mm.
All right. So the next thing we want to collect again, I'll just duplicate this all this code here. We also want to collect password, Abby. Person should be able to enter his or her password. So this one will be
Password, yes.
LBF4, LBF word 4. So this place will be what password. So this one will be ENT3, Abby. ENT3, ENT
Mm-hmm.
word 3. So if you run it, you can see you can enter your password here. So if I enter password, they are seeing it. How do I make my password to be hidden? So you can also hide your password, but if you want to make your password to show when the person is typing it, you have to use function to work on that. But let's not talk about that one now. Let's just hide the password. For me to hide the password, I'll just come here and pass in one option here called show. So what I want to show as my password should be asterisk. So anything, if you are typing something there, to be telling the person is asterisk, so that second person will not know what you are typing inside it. If I type anything here, you can see it's showing words, it's showing asterisk. All right. So then I want to collect remarks so that I will use it to differentiate between the entry widgets and what they call it, the entry widgets and the text widgets. Okay. So what I'm going to do here,
Can't hear you.
can you hear me? Hello.
Can't hear you.
Wow. Hello. Can you hear me now? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen now.
All right. So I said I want to explain the text widgets. So I'm going to comment this one out. Type text widget on top. So my label, I want to say remark. Probably the person wants to give a remark as the person is signing up. Remark. Then this become LBL. What's going on here? Username. This is LBL4. So this one will be ENT. This one now, instead of LBL, I'm going to use text. Do you get it? I'm going to use, let's say, txt1. txt1 equals to text. This one will be txt1 too. txt1. When you are using text file, you can use width. You can also use what relief. Text can also have another option we called what height. You can use height. Let's say the height I'm giving it is 10. Let's run this now so that you see what's going to happen.
I
Yeah.
can't hear you.
What's going on now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, I wasn't hearing you that time. Oh.
What's going on? So I'm having a big fat error here. It's telling me that I have a error in self.master test blah blah blah. Where is it coming from? This is username. So it's like I'm using what they don't like. It doesn't support something like this. It doesn't support things like this. So are you seeing what I'm having now? This is your text. So what the difference between the text widget and the entry widget is that the entry widget, you can see when I type, when you get to the
Can't hear
edge,
you.
what's going on now? Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes,
And it's raining here. Is it raining there?
it's raining here too.
Okay. So you can see that I'm saying the difference between the entry widget and the text widget is that
Uh-huh.
when the text get to the last, you see that it is hiding other text. But this one, when you get to the
Mm.
last, you go to the next place. Are you seeing it? Everything is still there.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one is vertically hiding it, while this one is horizontally what hiding it. That's the basic difference between
Mm.
text and words and uh, widget and entry words, entry widgets. So the last thing I want to bring in here is the button, because this is not complete without a button that when you click it should send it to the words, it will submit the form, right? So what
Oh,
I'm going to do that, there is another one called button words widget. So let me put a button button widget. So for the button widget, declare your variable called variable name btn button. All right, remember we said you have to call your what, your master. My master right now is what is top. So the text I want you to write on top is, I want you to write submit or sign up. Let's say sign up. All right, sign up. So the next thing I'm going to pass here, btn button. There's a problem there. btn button is this. Then let's say the text color, we said text color is foreground, abi? Is it
oh, God, yes.
the text color is foreground? Let's say the text color is black. Let's say the text color is white. All right, let's use white. Text color is white. Then the background color is black. That's a background. Let's say we are using words black. So the next thing I'm going to do after this, I have to what geometry tabi. That was btn dot what
Yes.
dot pack. btn dot what dot pack. So if I save this, you come to your application and check. I'm having a big fat error. The error is because I use a capital letter here, which is supposed to be small letter, foreground. So you can see it now. This is my button. So you can see that it's too much at the edge. You can also pad it. You can call your pad what? Pad y. Let's say pad y, I gave it 20. Pad y 20. You can increase the width. If that width is not okay, uh, let me give it a width of 10. Let's see what 10 is going to produce. Run it. Are you seeing it? So this is a clickable what?
Okay.
A clickable what button. Please check the code. Is there anything that is looking strange, so that we know before I begin to say something else? Is there anything that is looking strange? Eh?
Mhm.
Can I continue?
Yep.
Hello?
Continue. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. So, all right. This is just a simple sign up page. This is just a simple what? A simple sign up what page using what? Pack what? Geometry. Using pack geometry. Now,
Geometry.
having understand that, let's see how we can do grid. So you see why this one has a disadvantage. There is no way I can make this text to be here and this entry there to be here, or this one to be here and this one to be here. Okay, pack is telling you that either you are putting it
Okay.
on top, you are putting at the right, everything should go towards the right, or you are putting at the left, everything should go towards the left or towards the what bottom. That's pack for
Okay.
you. All right, now let's quickly look at grid. Hmm? By 8:30 I should be done with this class. Let's quickly look at grid. So let's create a new file. Let me call it a new file. Let's say grid.what dot py. All right, the first thing we have to get our environment, right? And our environment variable says, let me just copy some code here. The only code I will need here is this, because I don't want to be typing again and again. Tired of typing, man. So paste. So that will be top dot what dot main loop. Top dot main loop. I have this here. So if I run this, my application is supposed to what to run, Abby. Good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But in this case now, I'm looking at grid demonstration. So let me just put a separation here so that you understand. Under your on your title, where is the title? Pack hyphen pack example. Okay, pack example. So when you run it, hmm, when you run it, you see on top pack example. Okay, so you understand this is pack.
Okay.
So for this one now, I'm going to pass in what grid what example.
Example.
Grid example. So if I run it, I should be having what that grid example there. So first thing first, let's bring our main guy there, which is going to be where is it? The first one, Abby. This guy, I will still need it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'll still need it. So if I run it, you see it's still the same sign up page we are creating, but this time around we are using what
Okay.
grid. Okay, so we
Grid.
said our full name. I think I'll still need that also. I'll still need that. Where is it? Full name. So now look at it. This one, you remember we are saying we are using grid, so it will be lbl1 dot what grid. All right, not pack dot grid.
Okay.
Okay, so this one should also be dot grid. Now grid does not accept this parameter that this guy is bringing, but pad is also part official, but it's not sided. All right, it's not sided. So grid is
Okay.
actually in rows and what and column. Your calculator now,
Oh.
calculator buttons are in rows and column. Okay, that's what we call
Mm-hmm.
grid. If you are building a calculator application with Python, it is best you use what grid. So what I'm going to do here,
Grid.
my row, the first row is 0. The first column is what? Is also what? 0. Row 0, column what? 0. If I say row 0, column 0, this is very technical, but I will try my best. If I say row 0, column 0, you will see that this guy is coming here. You can see that it's coming at this edge here. Are you getting it? This part, this place is row. Row is what? Horizontal. Column is what? Vertical. So
Start.
row 0 first, column what? 0, which is also what? First. If I had come here and said column something like 4, column 4, row 0, column what, 4, you can see that it's still at the same spot. Do you know why? It's at the same spot? Because presently I don't have items that I place here. Let's say I place this guy here. Then I have
Mm.
it's gonna be grid. Let's say this one is in row 1, row 1, all right. Then column what, column, should I say column 0? Yeah, column 0. See what's going to happen here. So you see now there's a shift here now. Do you know why there's a shift there? This one was given to be column what, 4. Look
Oh,
at it, this one was given to be column 4, but without this one did not shift. Are you getting it now? Because this one is now column row 1, column 0, row 1, column 0. The it has to shift for the other guy to what, to be placed. Do you understand? So if I want this guy to move ahead, I can just call pad what, pad x, because x is horizontal or space and it's not really advisable. Pad x, if I say pad x 10, it will shift, it will give me 10 space from the horizontal side, but it's not really advisable because it will not be placed somehow. Are you seeing it to be shifting? But let me just leave it the way it is.
okay.
Let me not pad x. So if this one is my full name, right, full name, then why not
Mm.
make it row 0, column 0? If I make it row 0, column 0, see what will going to happen. Row 0, column 0, let's see. Row 0, column 0 is now placed here. This one, remember, this one is row 0, column what, 4. This is row 0, column what,
Mm.
0. So it can't
Yeah.
be row 0, column 0. It should be row 0, column what, column 1, so that it should go down. It should go down.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next thing, I want to bring in my entry widget. So let me come here and still copy. So let me use this guy. So ent1.entry, this one I will use what, grid. Now look at it too. If this one is row 0, column what, 0, and I want this guy to be placed, abi, to be placed after the word, the text, it's going to be row 1, all right, row 1, column 1, row 1, column 1, since this one is 0. If I run it, are you seeing it? Row 1, column what, 1. So this one now, you can see that this one is shifting because our guy is saying that I am column what, 4. So it's still bigger than this. So what I will do here, I'll turn this one back to what, to column what, 1. I'll
Fine.
be in a very, very good shape. Are you seeing it? So uh, then the next one I can bring now, I cannot be arranging it like that. This should be label 3, label what, 3, ent 2, ent what, 2. Why am I typing 3 there? ent 2, ent what, 2. So now look up now. This one will be what? This one will be username, Abby, based on what we have there. This should be username.
Mm-hmm.
This should be username. Now, if this one, if the label of this one is in row what? Is in row 1. This one should be what? Row 2. Are you getting it? This one should be row 2. The column does
Mm.
not change. If the label of this entry widget is in row 2, this row 1, Abby, this label of this one is row 1, Abby. This one is now row 1. So this one also will be what? Row 2. Abi? Row 2. So run it. I should be in the very good. Are you seeing it? Username is placed side by side. So I can enter something here. I can enter something here. So the next thing I still want to look at again, let's do some logic again. Let me duplicate this. Probably you understand it by then. So what am I bringing? Before I start, I think the next thing we brought was what? Uh,
Password.
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 So this one should be LBF4.
Yes.
ABL what? 4. This one should be
Oh, entry 3.
ENT3. ENT
Entry,
what?
third entry, yeah.
3. So
Okay.
this one should become what? Password. This one should become password. So now let's now get our logic. Let me ask you a question now. What will be here now? What will be here? If the label of this one is what? Is 2. What will be here? This one should be 3 now.
3.
This one should be
Yes.
3.
Same colon.
So the same column. Thank you. Then this one should also be what? 3 AB. The same word column. You can see that it's not that difficult. It's just analysis. So you can
Concept.
concept. You can see the password is not coming in after. All right. Then remember we are hiding password. We are going to show
Yeah.
passing our show
So,
here. Show. What's this?
is this thing case sensitive? All these fonts, relief, and
Eh?
must it be small letters?
It's case
These
sensitive.
fonts and relief,
It's case
case
sensitive.
sensitive. Okay,
Yes.
okay. It has to be
When
small
it's
letter.
small letter, you call small letter. So show asterisk. All right. The next one we have to bring in here is the uh, what did I bring in here? Remark. Is it remark? Yeah, I think I brought remark. Yeah. So let's get remark. So let me see use this logic again. So this one should be label 5. So this one now, I'm using text, Abby. This should be txt1.
Yes.
So instead of entry now, I should pass in text here.
Text.
So there are some things that is not needed here. I don't need, which is also okay. But I don't need this. Like I said text normally carry what height. So let's give it a height of 10. So this one should also be text 3, txt word 3. So now let's do our analogy now. Sorry, that's test 1. So let's have our analogy. If the label of this one is 3, this one should be what? 4, are we? So this one should also be what? 4. Please, are you there?
That's 4.
This one should also be what? 4. So save
I'm
it
here.
and run it. See your text. See your text widgets. If you want this text to go down from others, can just say it should be 40 because I can see the width is too much. 40. Then if I want it to come down from others, I can just pass something here called what? Pad what? Y. Pad Y. Let's say something like 10. Yep. So this is my what? My remark. I don't know if that relief property is working, but probably you can check it on your own later. Then the next is our button, Abby, which is the BTN. So that will be BTN equals to button. So what's my master? My master is on top. The
Up.
text that I want this guy to carry. What's the text that we gave is sign up, Abby? Sign
Yes.
up. Then We gave it a foreground color, foreground of what? Foreground of white, Abby. Let's give it white.
Right, yeah.
Then a background of what? Black.
Black.
A background of black. So for this thing to appear, we have to what? Geometry it. That will become btn dot what? Dot yeah, is it geometry now? Btn dot grid, Abby. Btn dot grid. Now look at it now. I want my button to appear under my hmm? I want my button to appear under my this guy here. This ones.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be
Column
under the
one.
label. That should be what?
Column one, yes.
Colon what? 1. Thank you very much. It shows that you understand the concept. So that'll be row 5 colon what? 1. Row
One, yeah.
5 colon what? Row 5 colon what? 1. Hey, problem. Oh. I'm putting inside main loop. Python will just give me serious slap now.
Yes, left.
So I can increase the
Yeah.
width. I just pass in my option here. Width of, let's say, 20.
Oh.
All right. So this is what we have. Somebody just coming and going, Abby. This is what we have.
I don't know anything.
I think I saw Oliver there just now. All right. Please, any question concerning this?
No, no.
So I want to give an assignment to.
Okay.
The assignment is using grid geometry, create a sign-in form. All right. Let me just type it.
Okay.
Please create a sign-in using grid geometry. Create a sign-in form with the following word fields: username, you have your what, your entry widget; password, you have your entry widget. Then you need to pass a button here. Okay, you have to pass a button here with sign in. Please, I want you to use this pattern that we have used so that it will be uniform. Look at what we are trying to build first. What we are trying to create now, we are trying to do applications authentication and validation. It means that you have to sign in before you can sign in. So I want you to do something like this, but this time around you are looking at what? Sign in. You don't need to put
And
uh you don't need to put what they call it, remark. Just sign in, just username, password, then sign up. Why is it not showing password? I didn't change the grid, right? Supposed to be remark now.
it's park. Agreed.
Yeah, this one I didn't change it to remark.
But,
So let's call it a day. I'm going to drop the code now on the platform and this assignment also.
all right. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll drop the code, the video, and everything.